Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, everybody. Hi there, Bern. How you doing? Time to do some trucking. Finally. Trying to stream a little bit more often. I tend to not keep my wheels set up after I do a stream, though, which keeps me from doing much on my own. There's the game now. I think everything looks good. Yeah, how's everybody doing? I guess today's Saturday, so might not be some people showing up, who knows. As far as convoy is concerned, we might try it eventually, but I need to haul potatoes. I need to haul potatoes 3 more times from Idaho, so I have a feeling that people that want to convoy with me don't have Idaho, so we'll see. Oh, that sucks, Burn. Every time you try to put some money away, you can't. That really sucks. Air fryer. I've never used an air fryer. I don't know how to cook for squad though. I'll admit it fully. My cooking utensil is usually a microwave. As horrible of an idea as that is, that's just the way it is. You guys are seeing like the edges of the screen a little bit. Let me be a fanatic and fix that. Wait, what edges are you looking at? Hold on. One second, I gotta figure out what's wrong here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Wait, why are there two different things? Oh, truck slideshow, just get rid of that. Fixed it. That was bugging me. Else looks fine. Okay. Yeah, it does sound like a curse, so that sucks. Tough decision. It depends on what breaks and how much you use it. I'm guessing if you like an air fryer and you use it a lot, then it's probably a good idea to get another one. All right. So, I did do a little bit of driving on my own after last stream. And I have $64,000, and I think I'm comfortable with taking out a $100,000 loan. So I think I'm going to do that now and buy a truck, because it's 7 a.m. and a Wednesday in game, so that's probably a good time to do it, since I like to drive in the day. And my base is in Flagstaff, Arizona, so we're going to have to drive up to Idaho to haul these potatoes. So. Okay, 18% interest. Although I think the smaller loans are even more interest at 23% interest. Oh boy, we better make some good money. I think I will try to pay that off as soon as possible too, instead of usually you just let it run, but I don't know. I might try to pay that off. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Truck dealer, please tell me I have a Peterbilt truck dealer. Yeah. Well, we have options. Let's see what the cheapest day cab is of each one. We have International, Peterbilt, Kenworth. Now, this is all vanilla. $50. Yeah, that's probably like a statement savings account. That's what I had for a while. They call it statement savings account, but you can write checks. I think there's no minimum balance. So international. I think since we're in vanilla, the only option is going to be the Lone Star. Yep. Lone Star, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't hate Lone Stars, but I don't think they're amazing either. And especially the day cab version looks a little weird. They definitely look better with the sleeper and stuff. Day cab Lone Star. How much? 119. Oh. That's a pretty good price, although it's probably got a crap engine in it. Hold on. Well, we're to a low level of getting a better engine, so 400 horsepower is it. What about the transmission? Can we get better than the 10 speed? and get a 13. Okay, that brings up the price to 120, and then further customizations, who knows, it's probably going to be like 130. Let's see. That's pretty cheap, though. That's a little cheaper than I thought it was going to be, actually. Dealers. Peterbilt. Oh, that's down in Yuma. Oh boy. That's even more driving to get up to Idaho. Peterbilt 579. I don't like the 579 very much. 389. Yeah, I think all these base trucks are going to be the same price. Yeah, this is 118 too. This is probably what I'm going to go with, the Peterbilt 389. As far as vanilla trucks, it's probably my favorite. I can go up to 430 horsepower with this one. 122. I think we'll just go with the Peterbilt. I'm not even going to look at Kenworth. It's just going to be a W900. Probably going to be the same price. Okay. Day cap, that's what I want anyway. I like day caps much better than sleepers. I just like how much more efficient there is. 150 horsepower gallon. 8x2. Oh, this is 8x2, 6x2. Yeah. I want more fuel, yes. 200 gallon fuel tank, yes. It's a little bit more money, but it's worth it. Bigger fuel tank. Wait a minute. Didn't I just... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the best engine I can get. I was just scrolled down. I was like, wait a minute. 13-speed transmission. Alright. That's all options we got there. Have any skins? No. Well, I have whatever vanilla skins we can get. Get that. Oh, that's a lot of money, though. That's the skin I got for doing the Big Sur event, but that's expensive. No modded skins that are super cheap. The cheapest one is 11,000, and that's got a pretty neat like metallic thing going on. 3 colors you can play with, but that's still a lot of money. Usually with these metallics with the different shades, I'll just go with whatever the stock color is, because a Big Sur is nice. Because I'm not good at picking out colors and making it look nice. I'm just horrible at that. But these skins are a lot of money. I don't think I want to. I think I'm just gonna go with like dark red metallic, even just pure red. I think we'll just go pure red, stay cheap. Faster we can pay off that loan, the better. Oh boy. This is where the money starts piling up again. Warning flags? No, I don't use warning flags. Oh, the huge bumpers either way. I'll just leave it on standard. Oversized. Tempting. Very tempting. What am I gonna do? Okay, no option there. Metal deflector. What's that look like from the inside? Nah, I don't like it. I do want the hood mirrors, though. Front mirrors. Wheels and tires. I don't really care about wheels and tires. they all look fine to me usually. The only thing that I would do would be like the Smarties paintable steel ones, but I can't use mods, so I don't care. Yeah, 2 different tire options, just leave them be. Basic, exclusive. No, that's too much chrome. I like chrome, but that's too much. I'll leave that on basic. That doesn't look too bad, but I kind of like seeing the other tank back there anyway. Paint. I can't even see the door handles. Whatever. Oh, that's inside. All these advancements they've made in these American truck and Euro truck, they can't make it so that the dots for inside only work inside and the dots for outside only work outside. I don't think they'll ever do it. Paint mirrors, yes, those look better. Oh, I can get beacons, yes. Light adapter, that looks good. I like those bullet lights. I don't think I'm gonna change them. They're fine. Horns. Horn adapter though. Now we gotta figure out where to put the horns. Well, I guess right here. Gotta have horns. I wish they were a little bit more in the middle of those bullet lights, but... they're either gonna be next to the outside lights or next to the inside lights. That's why they let you fiddle with the bullet lights, huh? I think I'll put them next to the inside. Sorry, I had to really think about that one. Need some kind of visor, but I don't like the big stupid ones. Yeah, just that's actually fine. I don't mind that at all. Stacks are fine. That's can't change anything there. That's fine. Got some tires, don't care about. Yeah, sure, we'll go white. Alright, outside done. See, there's the visor. Come on. No CB radio? That looks like a spot where a CB radio belongs. Am I going crazy? Yeah, shouldn't that be? It should be the CB. Surely. Huh. All sorts of hanging things. I like the 8-ball. Actually, I put the 8-ball on the steering wheel for that thing. Chainsaw. Oh, I don't know. Cactus. I'll put a skull there. Yeah, that's just the visor. I don't know why I'm clicking these. I know they're for the outside. Okay, I never put the plate there because that just limits your vision. Portable navigator. See, the problem with this is I can't turn off the one in here. So you just have two GPSs, which is silly. I think. Unless I fire this thing up and this doesn't light up with the GPS, then I'll be proven wrong. What is that? Cowboy head? I didn't know they had, like, stickers for the inside dashboard. Alien? B? Yeah, the alien kind of stands out nice. Gonna lie. It's a silly, cutesy alien, though. What's this? Oh, I see. This is like a smelly thing that you put in front of the vents. Wow. Like an air freshener thing, yeah. It's like an actual air freshener. What's this look like? Alright, we'll be a cowboy. That's technically maybe a sheriff with a star. Okay. That's the air filters outside. Oh, we gotta have a Hulu. Hulu girl. No. Sorry, this always takes a while. Never understood the point of that mirror. Any people? Oh, that's always a mod, I guess. Cup noodle. Generic brand cup noodle. That's pretty funny. Oh, the box for the game that we're playing. Oh, that's too meta. Oh, that's definitely not Fruit Loops. That's not a Toucan Sam either. Well, probably not going to be able to get the Playboy Max because that was a mod. Oh. I don't know. ATS lunchbox? Oh, could you, man, if I was still a kid going to school and I played this, I would kill for that lunchbox. That's gonna go there, sure. Let's put a can there, I don't know. ATS mug to go with the ATS lunchbox, there you go. On the floor. No cooler? Cooler full of beer? I guess that's probably, yeah, that would be bad to drive around with. Shoes? I mean, shoes go on the floor. We could pretend there's a person there, I guess. The water bottles. Oh, a multi-pack of instant lunch. Okay, yes. We've got all the instant noodles we need. Okay. I think we're done. No more goofy dots. Oh, the steering wheel. That's the air cleaner again, yeah. I usually don't like all the silly steering wheels. The SCIs and whatnot. Guess that one's kind of nice, though, isn't it? I'm gonna stick with the Peterbilt. And we'll put... What did I say I was gonna put there? The 8-ball. Oh, there's no 8-ball. I guess that was a mod. Go with the wood. Then this is gonna be the 8-ball, then. Okay. Done, finally. How much? 128,000. That's not too bad. That took a while. Always does. Oh no. I just glanced over at OBS. I should have done this maybe a little bit sooner. My webcam's pointed down just a tiny bit too much. I had the problem before where I couldn't point it down enough. Okay, that's better. Things move around. Here we go. Purchase. Oh, sorry, Bern, I didn't see your last message. Other games getting away. Yeah, I don't blame you. Trucking is kind of a different thing. It's good to chill out with those. What's nice about the truck games, usually. ATS, anyway. The other older truck games, they're more arcadey and there's more problems with AI and whatnot. Then it's not quite as chill. But ATS and ETS too, they're pretty chill. The good thing is ATS and ETS, they go on sale a lot. Sometimes they get really cheap. But of course then there's DLCs now, so if you're starting from scratch with ATS nowadays, how many states are there now to add? It's getting a little crazy. Probably put the parking brake on. Oh, it's an automatic. I hate that I can't have my on for that. Should I keep it in automatic? Yeah, I know. Put it in neutral. Thank you. I don't think this truck has to be automatic. Why this game always has a fascination with staring at the ceiling. And you have to, like, really adjust a lot to stop staring at the ceiling. It's just always been kind of silly to me. Being able to see the dashboard is a lot more important because I'm going to be trying to drive without the F3 menu. Okay, so where's all my essentials? Actually, the steering wheel has to go up. I'm gonna make sure I'm flat before I... Because if you're angled up or down, that changes the angle inside the truck too, so... I still can't really see the top of that gauge. That's better. Where's my brake gauges? Air. Okay, those ones. Hi there, sisters. How you doing? All these other gauges aren't important, pretty sure. Got ourselves an ATS lunchbox. We're driving in style now. A whole 6-pack of cup noodle down there. Instant lunch. So yeah, I bought my first truck. Got 100,000 loan and Spit the bullet. So I need to drive up to Idaho, which is why I said not too sure about convoy, because I don't think people have Idaho usually. But I have to do the potatoes. I have 3 more potato loads I gotta haul out of Idaho. I'm down in Flagstaff, Arizona right now, so we got some driving to do just to get to Idaho. So let me check first the freight market up to Idaho. Usually I try to just go for the best prices, but yeah, it'll be a couple of trips because I don't have that much long distance yet. That's probably the best thing going north. Okay. 12-8 going there in Utah. I don't have enough power for this milling machine. I'm sure. So, yeah, I can't do 97,000 pounds. I could probably do 40,000 pounds. I think I just want the freight market one, actually. It wasn't much less. It looked like it was just going to be easier. Yeah. Oh, nice. Tier 6 tank. Sweet.
Let's do this. I gotta get home in time for Maury.
She's got to get home in time for Maury. I thought I turned up. I don't know if I like automatic. I had it in automatic for a while because I was doing quick jobs and whatever truck I was driving was so quiet, but I think with this one I can do manual. Let's try manual. Sequential. But some of the really modern trucks, like the International Lone Star and what the Mack Anthem, like even on the dashboard it shows, you know, park, reverse, neutral drive, so it really wants you to be in automatic. Like all these new trucks, I think in real life are automatic, so that's what they're trying to get you to do. But this is like an older truck, so makes sense. Oh, come on. 25. Calm down, Granny.
Get ready to turn right.
Trying to drive without the F3 menu because that annoys the hell out of me. .389 is your favorite? Yeah, I think it's my favorite of the stock ones too, still. Although I think I kind of like the Lone Star, even though that's really more of a love-hate thing. Some people love them and some people really don't. I think they look pretty cool. Although I like to mostly drive day cabs just because better vision for backing up and stuff. And the Lone Star looks a lot better with a sleeper than the day cab.
Turn right. We're finished.
This is regular freight market. That's it. Doesn't matter. We'll get red to master truck. Pretty. I guess out of all the stock voices I could have, I guess she's the best. I don't know. It'd be nice if, with the convoy stuff, they could at least let you do... They'd have to have a way to determine if a mod is client-side or server-side, I guess. But you should be able to at least do client-side mods that wouldn't make a difference in multiplayer. Oh, I don't have advanced coupling on. Oops. Let's check the map. Figure out what roads I want to drive on. Oh, I see. North would go to Grand Canyon Village. Yeah, I don't really want to go through Grand Canyon. Although it would be a nice sightseeing thing, I guess. You know what? Yes, let's go through Grand Canyon, because I'm angled that way to get out of this yard anyway. And then I'll have the road discovered, you see. Nah, we're gonna miss St. George. Should I detour down to St. George? I know there's a dealer around here. I guess so. Okay. Is that where the dealer is? Yeah. Oh no, the dealer's way down there. Forget it. Dealer's way down there. I don't want to go. I don't want to detour that far. That's a bit much. Okay. We'll get it eventually.
Time to hit the road.
Darn.
Turn right.
Get over on the right side of the road. $55. Let me know if something's too loud, like that Jake brake might have been a bit too loud. I can play with the sliders. It's okay for me, but sometimes it sounds different for you guys. Where's 55 on this old school speedometer here? About now. Skip the gear. I didn't want to skip a gear, but it don't matter. Addicted to World of Tanks, yeah. Well, if you're spending money on it, you better be addicted. It's kind of a vicious cycle, though. You're addicted, so you put more money into it, which just makes you more addicted. That's how I am with World of Warcraft. I don't like buy other things. Like, some people spend a lot of money on World of Warcraft buying like custom mounts and stuff because there's a whole store with World of Warcraft now. I don't do any of that, but you know, if I want to play Classic, which I do, that's $15 a month. Well, that's gonna run out sometime in September. I have an image of when it's gonna run out on my desktop so that I know to cancel it right before it well, the problem is if you don't cancel it, it just charges your freaking card for another 3 months of $45. I'm not quite positive I want to do that. I don't know. I mean, I could afford it, but I don't know if I want to start a freaking $15 a month thing. Did it for 3 months, so I figured I'd get it out of my system maybe. And that's slightly happening with World of Warcraft. I played a little bit last night, and I was tired too. I did a lot yesterday, but I just played for a little bit, and then I was like, I don't feel like playing. But I think that was mostly because I was tired. I did a lot yesterday. The old saga of leaky washing machine is happening again. We're using still washer and dryer set that was my grandparents from like probably mid or late 80s, 1980s. They're Maytag. I mean, Maytags are probably the best, especially back then. Maytags were the best washer dryers you could get just about. But you know, they're old. And the dryer hasn't worked for like over a year now. When you hit the start button, it just kind of hums instead of kicking the motor over. Me and my neighbor keep spitballing about it, thinking it's probably a capacitor or something electronic, but I don't know how to work on electronic stuff, so I've never tried to fix it. He keeps saying, "Oh, we never looked at that dryer," but he probably would know how to fix it, but he can't see anything too well. I mean, it's not blind, but he lost a lot of vision with glaucoma because they didn't catch it when it first happened, and he went to this one eye doctor, and they told him his pressure was high, which is what the glaucoma stuff is, the pressure in your eyes. And all they did was they gave him some drops, but then they just sent him home. They didn't hold him back there at the eye doctor and say, "Listen, you're not going anywhere until we get these pressures down," which is what they should have done. So he just, he went home with his eye drops, and he took the eye drops like the prescription said, but it wasn't enough. That needed to get knocked down, and it didn't. And then the next few days later, he got blurrier and blurrier until they went to another eye doctor, and damage was already done, basically. It's pretty sad. He lost a lot of vision. He's got another eye surgery set up a couple months, I think. He got one eye worked on, and now he's got to get the other eye where he's got a really bad cataract. That should help a lot, but there's a lot of permanent damage too.
Get ready to turn left.
But anyway, that dryer, I don't know how to fix it, basically. So we haven't had a dryer in a while. Oh, we're going here? Oh, I guess we want to see the canyon. On Rome. That was a helicopter. Alright, I'll pull in. Oh, guys, Grand Canyon. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it is very pretty, actually. That's always pretty cool. This has been around since base game. It's awesome, though. There's some kind of... No, that's the actual river. Yeah. I was gonna say there's some kind of road. No, that's the river. Silly. Very cool. Are we really stuck on this little fence? Really? Oh, I see. Indestructible. Thought I turned the wheel enough to not hit that thing. There. That's why I like a day cab.
Get ready to turn left.
But anyway, the washing machine sprung another leak on us. Problem with the washing machine, it works good. It's a nice washing machine. It's a top loader, which means it uses a lot of water, which is not good because the water bill around here is pretty expensive. But it functions all right and everything. But the main metal tub, the outside tub of the washing machine, right down at the bottom, right where the hose for the drain is, where it pumps out the water, has developed a little hole. A little like, maybe 1/8 of an inch round hole. This happened once before. Last year. I don't want to say last year. And I was able to just barely thread a hex head bolt into that hole, and then I used some epoxy putty, which is this putty that comes in the tube, and it's like two parts. Like, it used to be part of it was black and part of it was white, and you kneaded it together until it turned gray. But nowadays it's like darker gray and lighter gray, which makes it a lot harder to tell if you have it blended good enough. But anywho, okay, 65. That looks about right. A little bit high.
Oh Lord, watch your speed.
Was I'm doing 67, aren't I? Oh, speeding like a couple miles an hour. Okay. So I was able to thread this bolt in, and then I got the epoxy putty. And the problem, I wanted to just, the first time, let me backtrack a few years. The first time this hole happened, I was able to just take the epoxy putty and just kind of push it up against it. Usually, like with pipes and stuff, that's all you need to do. I think it's 55, yeah. I saw the speed limit go down, lady.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Where in the goddamn hell you driving? You're speeding. Watch your speed. At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Thank you for something useful, Granny.
Exit now.
Not yet.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
First or second?
Exit now.
So, I used the epoxy putty. I just kind of shoved it up there, and it was just sticky enough. I held it on there really good, and it held. It stuck in the hole, and it held. Giggity, and it held. But then, maybe a year after that, one day, it fell out. The patch the putty that I put in, the whole patch fell out, and it was leaking again. And the crazy thing was, at that time, that was last year, like a few days before that, the hot water heater sprung a leak. Slow leak, but the whole cellar floor was all wet. So it was definitely, it needed to go. It was leaking. But then I know we had to wait a couple days for the plumber anyway. So then the day after it started leaking and I drained the whole thing and turned off the hot water, then Mom ran the washing machine.
Oh Lord, watch your speed.
Oh, come on. And it was fine. There was no more water on the floor after she ran the washing machine. But then the day after that, the hot water heater got fixed, and then like not even a day, maybe a day or two after the hot water heater got fixed, Mom ran the washing machine, and the cellar floor was covered in water again, and we had this really scary thought that the hot water heater was okay, and the problem was the freaking washing machine leaking. But I know that's not the case because after I turned off the hot water heater, she ran the washing machine just with cold water, and it didn't leak then. The floor didn't get wetter. So, like when the floor was wet from the hot water heater, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was not wet in front of the washer and dryer. And then when the washer did leak a day or two after that, then it was wet in front of the washer and dryer. So it was just a crazy coincidence that the hot water heater died. We fixed the hot water heater, and then the washing machine sprung a leak a day later. And it was that old patch that's been in there for a while, and it just fell out because the problem is that drum that has the hole in it is just smooth metal.
Watch your speed.
Fast, my God. Hole 68 miles now, please. And so at that time, that was like last year. When one thing breaks, more stuff joins in. Yep. So that's when I got that hex head bolt and stuck it in and managed to just barely thread it in that hole and then put the epoxy putty around that. And that seemed to work. And then I got flex tape. You know, we all know the Flex Seal flex tape memes. But I got flex tape and I put that over the putty to try to even do a better job of holding the putty in. I knew the tape wasn't really going to seal anything. That was what the putty was doing. But at least maybe it would be held in and the whole patch wouldn't fall out again. So fast forward to a couple of days ago, and what do you know? Mom tells me the floor is all wet again. At least this is all happening in the basement, right? Hi there, Sergi. Oh, looking at the chat, driving on the wrong side of the road. I'm sleepy. God damn it. It's daytime. No, I don't want to sleep during the day. But, so I look under there and I figure, oh man, that patch must have broke loose again. No, the patch I did last year is still fine. The tape's still over it. There's no water coming from it. Oh, good lord. Come on, it's not that slow here. But just forward of where I put the patch in last year, there's a new little round hole. It's just pissing water. Okay. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. This thing's leaking again. And it's really starting to get to the point with this washing machine. I know Maytag's a good washer. And, you know, built to last and stuff, but this tub just keeps getting rust holes. I don't know. She doesn't even, like, use a lot of Clorox or anything, but, you know, just the detergents alone, I think. Maybe the detergents sometimes have bleach in them, too.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Where the goddamn hell?
Oh, come on. I am not going that fast, am I? See, I can't really see my speed, is the thing. I can't see this thing unless I zoom in on it. So, yeah. So this time when I tried to patch it, I said, you know what? We've got a nice, flat, clean surface. I took some sandpaper and cleaned around the little hole a bit. And made sure it was nice and dry. And I said, I'm going to try this flex tape just on its own on top of this hole. I mean, in the commercial, the guys put this tape inside an aquarium full of water and it seals, right? Well, I tried this flex tape and it just doesn't freaking stick to the metal too well, which shocked me. I'm like, I thought this flex tape was all about how good the glue of the tape was, but the problem with the flex tape is it's really, really stiff. It's like stiff plastic. It's almost like the tape is almost, it's not flexible enough, I think. But like, and she got this clear flex tape, and I think that was part of the problem. I think maybe the black flex tape is better than the clear. But I kept pressing it up against the metal, and I could keep seeing the air bubbles coming right back in, and I'm like, oh, that's not sealing. That's not even sticking. It would stick up on the side, okay, but it didn't stick against the flat part too well. You know, of course, gravity is a big part of the problem because it's the bottom. So everything's upside down. I saw thought I saw a thing for a way station, but nothing's lighting up for it, so whatever. Maybe that's just the other direction. So yeah, I tried well, the first time I tried to tape, I think there was still a little bit of moisture, wetness in the area of the hole. You know, I thought I dried it off good, but I think it was the thing, like, it looked all dry and everything, and then right before you put the tape in, you see one little drop of water pop out of the hole. And that's all it takes to keep it from sticking so good. So that didn't work. So then I waited longer, and I got I set up I have an old vacuum cleaner, and you can set it to be a blower instead of a vacuum cleaner if you want. Just put the hose on the other end of the vacuum cleaner, and you blast air instead. So I used that to dry the area better, and also I used my brain a little bit. I got a piece of 2x4 and propped up the front end of the washing machine, so any water that was in there would go towards the back of the drum. Well, I didn't think of that earlier, but I didn't. So then I tried the tape again. That time it seemed to seal a little bit better, but the problem also with that flex tape, because it's so stiff, it's got like little wrinkles in it, and wherever there's a wrinkle, it doesn't get a full perfect seal. And it looked like I had it good, and sure enough, I tried the water and just leaked right out. The tape did nothing. All the tape did was make the water go off to the side before it leaked out. That flex tape is I think it's good for some applications, but it's not nearly as good as they say it is. Okay. So after that fail, then I found a bolt. Like the last time, I found a bolt that would just thread in to the hole, and put the putty around it. I think I got it stuck up there pretty good, but it's just that smooth surface, and its gravity is fighting against you too. It doesn't really work that good. Like if I could get inside the drum and put the patch in from the inside, it would be a no-brainer, but you can't, because there's an inside there's an inside drum that spins around and stuff, and then there's the outside drum that holds the water in, and that's what was leaking. So there's no way to get inside of it. It's just impossible. I need to sleep. I don't want to sleep, but you know what? I think I'm going to turn fatigue off. I want to sleep when I want to sleep. I want to sleep during the night. Gameplay. There. It is in-game 2 p.m. I am not going to go to sleep at 2 p.m. and then have to drive through the night. I hate that. Anywho. So I tried the bolt with the epoxy putty, and I don't know if I didn't wait long enough. I think that was part of the problem. But I took my fingernail and I hit it, and it felt pretty hard. And it's supposed to dry after like 15-20 minutes, and I gave it like 4 hours. So I'm like, okay, this is hard. Let's try the water. And sure enough, it just leaked like a sieve right around the bolt head. I don't know if I just didn't get the putty back in there good enough, or. And then I'm like, oh man, now I'm really screwed, because I've got this epoxy putty, by the way. It's like this interesting stuff that you mold it like putty, and then when it dries, it hardens like steel. Really, it gets really hard. But I think I definitely didn't wait long enough, because the thing was, after it started leaking, I was like, oh boy, now I'm kind of screwed. So then I took a flathead screwdriver, and I was able to get it between the putty and the metal and break it out, basically. So I'm thinking, maybe if I waited longer it would have worked, because it it wasn't quite hard enough yet. But I don't know. I think it still would have leaked. I think if I didn't wait, I mean, wait for it to get completely hard, and then it still decided to leak, then I would have been really screwed because I wouldn't have been able to get it off of there. That's the thing. So I got it. Out. Although when I got it off and pried it off with the flathead screwdriver, then the bolt came out with it, and the hole that we're trying to patch this whole time got bigger, and the metal kind of bent out. The force of pulling the bolt out, I guess. So now it's got like this sharp metal bit sticking out. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't have a good file anymore. I used to have a good metal file, but lost to time. 55. So I tried to find now a little bit of a bigger bolt that would thread in again, and I couldn't. Everything was either too small or too big to thread in there. So I'm like, oh, now what do I do? I'm telling Mom, I'm like, this might just not happen. We might be screwed. But you know, we can't. There's no money in the bank for a freaking new washer dryer, or at least a washer. Well, we really need a dryer too. We haven't had a dryer in over a year, a couple years now. So this is kind of a last-ditch effort. Last night, I tried some more epoxy putty, and I didn't even thread a bolt into it or anything. I just took the putty. I figured I'd take the putty, I'd push it up there as much as I could, even if it wasn't sticking that great, and then put the flex tape over it. And that's what I did. And funnily enough, maybe because that hole turned into kind of a sharp metal bit sticking out, when I pushed the putty up this last night, it actually stuck a bit better than it has been before when I tried it. It's like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't even use the tape. But I was already committed to the tape idea, so I got the putty up there, and then I took the flex tape and I put that over the putty. Once again, the tape is going to try to just hold the putty up. The putty is doing the actual sealing, hopefully. So, and I said to myself, okay, I'm not even going to look at this thing for 24 hours. You know, make sure it's completely dry, completely hardened. And so that's where I am with it now. Tonight after the stream, I gotta stop streaming around 6 o'clock, by the way. Then after the stream, I want to, we're gonna try it out, see if it leaks. I think between the putty and the tape, hopefully I got it licked this time, but I don't know. We'll see. No, it went down to 30. Why did it go down to 30 though? Then 60. Why did it go down to 30 after the intersection? But yeah, that's the saga of the washing machine. I really hope I fixed it this time, because if I didn't, I think we're just gonna give up on it and we're just gonna have to go to the laundromat all the time. Oh, sorry, Bern. I never noticed your message. I was too busy driving and ranting. Car broke. PC got a major virus. Plumbing broke. Chair broke. And a kid threw the... Wow. That's a really, really bad day. Jesus, Bern. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. As far as cars are concerned, and people are really starting to understand this now, as far as cars are concerned, the older the better. Or at least older than, like, I don't know, 2010? Depending on the make, anywhere between 2000 and 2010. Because cars nowadays, and this was true to some degree before, but it's a lot worse now. Cars are just built to fall apart. The planned obsolescence is really bad now with newer vehicles. It's just, they're terrible. It's a throwaway society. Everything's built as cheaply as possible just to be thrown out. It's a damn shame, really, how far the major car companies that were, you know, lords of everything for so long how far they've fallen.
Watch your speed.
I think as far as American vehicles, the best is probably, and this is crazy by the way, but the best is probably Ford. Crazily enough, they haven't, well, Ford trucks and SUVs are really good.
Get ready to turn left.
Cars, not as much probably, but of course Ford doesn't even make cars anymore. The only car they make now is a Mustang. Everything else is either a truck or an SUV. Which is a crazy idea, honestly. Can you imagine Ford not making a car? But that's what's popular now. Nobody wants a car. Everybody wants an SUV or a truck. It's just, it's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense, but that's just the way it is. And this song was fine for a while, but it's too long. Too loud. So yeah. Cars are crap nowadays, basically, is my point in that. Especially GM. GM is probably the worst, which is a damn shame. They used to be the best, basically. Nowadays, GM is really bad. I watch some mechanic videos on YouTube sometimes. This one mechanic, Ray, I think he's called Rain Man on YouTube, I'm not sure. But he was tearing apart this GMC Yukon, Denali, one of those. 2020 GMC, and the engine's knocking. The car's 1 year old with 17,000 miles on it,
Go straight on.
and the engine's knocking. That's not even a small issue, that's a big issue, engine knock. And sure enough, it's the same problem that kind of always happens if an engine knocks that early on a GM, is these lifters, these, I forget what these lifters are called, but I think it's a way that the computer on the engine tries to make some of the cylinders not fire sometimes to try to save on fuel. It's all emissions nonsense. Well, this lifter broke, and when the lifter broke, bent the push rod. That's your knock. You imagine an engine that's 1 year old with 17,000 miles with a bent push rod? That's insane. And to fix that, the lifter, he had to take the whole cylinder head off. So, head gasket. At least the guy's got a new head gasket, right? I would think, being that the truck's only 1 freaking year old, it must have been had to have been under warranty. So it was a warranty job to fix it, but still, that's insane to me. So that's new vehicles for you. This thing's going to do 80, but we'll try. Try to stretch out the gears. Excuse me. Burping. Trick and children, also I'm burping. Keep an eye on the time. I want to stop around 6 today because another issue that's been a long-term issue with this house is next door, the bathroom on the other side of the house. I keep hearing it. It drives me nuts. My mom's boyfriend would take a shower, and I guess the water is going down too slow, so he's plunging away at the bathtub drain. And that bathtub and the drain pipe is newer because that bathroom was redone in like the 70s. Yeah, I know I'm acting like the 70s is new, but it's new compared to this side. This side, the bathtub is an old clawfoot tub, probably dating back to the 20s. So yeah, that side's new. Do I have a red light? Oh, what is this crazy intersection? It's just a yield sign. Oh, this is weird. I'll never get used to these.
Get ready to turn right.
And by turn right, she means go straight, by the way. Turn right means just don't go left. Now I have a traffic light. So with that drain, and the problem that drain slows down so much is because I put in this metal mesh thing
Go straight on.
to stop the hair from going down the drain. And because in a shower, there's always hair going. Everybody sheds hair, so you got to have some kind of mesh to protect that drain. It's, hair goes down the drain and then the drain backs up. But it's mostly the other guy over there. But I think both of them. They think the water takes too long to go down the drain with the mesh in the way, so they just pull out the mesh and put it off to the side. Now you've got just a wide open drain in that bathtub with no mesh, no stopper, nothing. And what do you know? What do you know? The drain's slowing down.
I feel like I'm driving in the devil's chariot. Watch your speed.
You mean in game, right, Sturgy? We are. I think I'm in Utah now. Yeah, I'm in Utah. Trying to head north up to Idaho to do my potatoes. Yeah, probably not going to be able to do it convoy today unless other people have those states. Because I've got I have to do 3 more potato loads for the event. But then I'm free to go wherever. But I want to get that event done because the timer's popping on that. I think August 18th. I got to get that done by, so that's kind of the goal today. But I started out so far south down in freaking Arizona. I don't even know how much potatoes I'm going to get before 6 o'clock. I got to get my way up to Utah first. I'm not blocking the railroad, right? I was kind of torn whether or not to... Oh, boy. I think there's just enough room. I should have stayed behind the crossing. We cleared, just barely. Oh, there's another car behind me. Never mind. Kind of interested in what train is going to be there. Of course, this is all stock ATS. I hear it. Whoa. This is why I don't drive in third person. And I'm trying to look at the train. Oh, Union Pacific. Okay. Cool. The stock trains are probably not too long. It's better than a lot of the the stock trains. A lot of times the stock trains just like an engine driving by. Yeah, it's kind of short. Yep. Kind of a big engine for a train that short, yeah. SCS still doesn't understand that American trains are long. It's better than it used to be, I think. Yeah, I'm guessing you don't have Idaho, Sturgy? That's what this event is. There was a Colorado event, there was a Colorado event a couple months ago, and I couldn't do that because I didn't have Colorado yet. Washington, Oregon, and New Mexico. Okay. Well, that means, Sturgy, if you're not trying to do convoy anyway, and you can use mods, you have Washington State, you can get Pro Mods Canada. I don't know if that's out for 141 yet. I haven't checked. It's probably out by now. Like, there's not much to Pro Mods Canada, but what there is pretty nice. Oh, that was a hell of a crossing. For 140, yeah. Okay. Oh, you're mainly keeping it down to 140. I guess you could do that, yeah. Don't let it update. One, okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it's out for 141 yet. 140 one won't work in 141. I tried, which is weird because I don't think 140 to 141 really changed much with the maps. I mean, they redid a bunch to California, I guess, but it shouldn't have affected Pro Mods Canada, but it did. The Mexico stuff is out for 141 because they didn't have to change much for that. But I mean, I haven't checked on Canada in a few weeks at least. Oh, I see. I gotta drive all the way up around. Getting confused. I'm like, well, isn't that the plant? But no. Okay, this is too loud. It might be. I wouldn't be surprised. You go to Pro Mods Canada, you don't get like a regular you don't get like a regular mod site. You have to go to Pro Mods website themselves and you have to log in to get the download and stuff. That's just where the volume's got to be for anything to be happy, I guess. Yeah, I kind of want to get a sound card. I mean, the sound seems to be fine right now, but I think a sound card would be a little bit better because, yeah, I have to have it cranked up that high. No, who knows? Maybe it's part of it's my headphones, but these headphones are good. I mean, the plastic bits for holding the earpieces on and stuff aren't that great. This way. Okay, I'll trust you sign. But the sound coming out of the headphones is still good. I've had to replace the wire like 3 times. The audio wire going to the headphones. But that's why I bought these headphones, because they have a regular headphone jack right on the earpiece, so it has the wire is a male-to-male wire, so when the wire goes bad, you just get another wire. Okay, so the sign told me this way and go right. Oh, that was right. I have to park up in there. So I've had to fix these headphones a few times now because of different plastic pieces breaking. But the sound, and I've had to replace the wire a couple times, but the sound is still pretty damn good. So, would I recommend these headphones? Yeah, sure. I would. I just wish they didn't have these little fancy joints for the earpieces, because that's what breaks. Skull candy headphones, interesting. Let's see if I can do this from inside and that won't be so loud. Nope. The answer was no. Okay. Kick it over. Nope. This is deceptively tricky. It looks like a really easy spot, but it's very easy to do what I just did and not get in just the right spot. If that makes any sense. I didn't explain that well at all. And then it's really tricky to get it to kick over where you need to kick it over. The hill doesn't help. Come on, kick it over. There's actually not really any room, too, with that fence right there. Yep, I'm up against the fence on the right side. You have to try to go straight, I think, back. Kick it over. Well, she don't want to kick. Also, it looks like you have a lot of room in the front and you don't. Kick. Oh, Lambda resubbed. Thank you very much. Hi there, Lambda. How you doing? Spooky Sushi did. Felcax had it coming. Yep. I'll go along with that. Sound alerts are good and loud, I'm guessing. Come on. This fence is way too close. Neutral. Please. This spot really shouldn't be this difficult. I don't want to skip. I wanted the experience, you see. I never skip. The only time I've ever skipped, and this has happened a couple times, is a specific parking spot with the doubles. The doubles that go to that railroad depot thing. I see what's happening, but I don't really know how to fix it. See, I've got the rear end of the trailer where I want it to be, but I've got no room to swing the front around. See, I'll just keep running up against the fence. That goddamn fence. Now I'm afraid that I'm going to screw up the back end trying to fix the front end. I don't know if it's a difficult spot. But there's a spot with the doubles. There's just not enough room to straighten out those doubles, and you can't reverse doubles. They just go all over the place. So that is the only reason why that dialogue for skipping parking is even there. Yeah, just force it. There we go. There we go. Now I can just straighten her out. Nope. Alright, back again we go. I thought I was back. Oh. Wow. Really? We stalled? Thought it just got quiet. This really shouldn't be this hard. I think the problem is it's what I'm perceiving as straight, and it's not really straight, if that makes any sense. I kind of like the challenge, though. Call me crazy, but... Oh. The game is willing to accept that, but I don't know if I am. Because that's ridiculous. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm done wrestling with this spot. I had it what I thought was straight, and it wasn't even close. So now the game says it's straight, so... it's straight. Yep, I'll take it. The train depot thing, yeah. That's the small train depot. Yep. That's the really bad one. When it's a single trailer and it makes you do basically a backwards U-turn to park the thing, that one is a fun challenge that I'll usually do. But when you're coming in with the doubles and it has that one long spot But no matter how much you swing left to try to straighten out those doubles, the back trailer is still not straight enough. That's when you might have to do the automatic parking, because it's unfair. Because you just can't back up doubles. It just doesn't work. I think I'll get the rest of my placards first before, or should I get one in fragile? I guess I'll get. Let you guys. What do you guys think? One pip in fragile, or to get my next hazmat? Just in time and fuel economy. Those are the last ones I ever put anything in, because I'm never just in time. Yeah. Usually I was kind of afraid to do fragile because I usually don't take fragile, but I drive good enough for fragile. Yeah, varieties, spice of life. Yep. I'm gonna get one in fragile now, and then the next 3 levels are just gonna get me the rest of the hazmat. And then probably one more long distance. But really, we're driving pretty good distance loads right now. Oh, that was a horrible parking job. But this spot, I don't know, it was just really driving. Oh, I'm high-centered now, aren't I? There. We have to kind of figure out our own way there, but that's that spot. I've parked in that spot and I didn't have that much trouble before. I don't know why I had that much trouble at that time. I've done it before and it wasn't that bad, I thought. But oh well. I'm going the wrong way. But I don't have a trailer, so I can get away with this right now. I've been to these depots plenty of times, but I still don't like them, and I still get lost. I don't know how you get lost when it's just a freaking circle, but I do, because I think I just Uno reversed myself. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way now. Oh well, nobody else is coming. Okay, what time of day is it in game? Does this tell me what time it is? No, that doesn't tell me. Because I turned off fatigue, but I still wanted sleep at night. Something PM. 7 o'clock. Don't really want to start a job this late. There's a place to sleep right there. Is there any places to discover here? Cedar City? Let's go over here. It's like a truck stop. Let's go over here, that'll kill some time. Let's go over here the long way. That'll kill some time, and then by the time we get over there, we can fuel up and we can sleep, and hopefully just sleep once and it'll be okay. I might even use the command to set the game time if I don't know, if I sleep just a little bit too early, so then I wake up at like 4 a.m. and I want to start at like 6 a.m. I just might just skip time a couple hours. Because you know what? ATS and ETS, they've added so much to this game series and everything, but you know what they lost? The ability to just sleep a specific number of hours. Like you just go to the rest spot and you hit rest and that's it. You can't rest for 2 hours, say. And that's annoying, because in the older games you could. I think I need to tighten this wheel down. It's moving around a little bit on me. Just a tiny bit. It's just wiggling. Wiggling. I've got... Oh, you can't really see this. This little metal thing. Oh, where's the camera? There it is. It's like an old bracket or something. But it just happens to perfectly fit inside these knobs to tighten the wheel down. That. So that helps me tighten it down just a little bit better than I can do by hand. But at the same time, I'm always worried about doing this because make it too tight, break the freaking clamp. Because I've seen a few of these wheels for sale used. They're like, oh yeah, the wheel works good, but one of the clamps is missing because they broke it. It was plastic after all. Still not ready to pull the trigger out of the G29, by the way. I kind of go through fits of saying, yeah, I'll do it, and then saying, I might need to save the money, and now with the washing machine, if I can't fix it. How much is a washing machine? And we're gonna have to get one. If we get a new washing machine, they ain't gonna be top down again, a top loader, because they use way too much water. They work good, but they use way too much water because they get this big drum of water that you fill all the way up. You know, it does the wash cycle and everything, and then it pumps out the whole drum of water, and then it pumps in a whole drum full of fresh water. That's how many gallons each time? So it's a lot of water. You know, if you live in a place where the water bill's not high, or you're using well water or whatever, then it's not that big a deal. But where we are, the water bill is quite high. I mean, we called them up once. We're like, we have to look for a leak because their water bill is such and such. It seems like it's way too much. And they're like, no. How many people in your house? No. That's exactly what the water bill should be like. And we're like, really? Okay. Neither 4x4. Yeah, all the older truck games, you go to a hotel or a sleeping spot. Well, American Long Haul, for example, if you have a sleeper truck, you just advance time right in the menu. But yeah, there's a slider. You can pick anywhere between like 1 and 12 hours or something like that, you know? In ATS and ETS, no, it's all automatic. You just always sleep for the same set amount of time. So if you go to sleep and it's a little bit too early, and then you wake up at like 4 in the morning, and then you want to sleep again, then you're gonna wake up at 12 noon, something like that, and now you're kind of screwed. I think it's kind of designed that because the game is trying to force people to have to drive in the night. But it's annoying. It's not that annoying, but it's just kind of... This is a gate that opens, right? Yeah. Well, the stock trucks have good horns now. Well, that's the loud horn. The other horn is kind of like a car horn, but
Get ready to turn
still,
left.
that's a lot better than the horns used to be when they first had stock horns.
Turn left.
Can't see. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. It's just the angle that I was coming out at, the frickin' seat that was in the way. Mad Max Tractor they want to add to this platform. Now, when you say Mad Max Tractor, you talking like the newer Mad Max movie? The new Mad Max movie that I never saw? Because the original Mad Max trilogy, the second movie in particular, had a truck. Had a big old Mac R truck. Well, at the time when they made the movie, it was a pretty new truck, actually.
Keep left.
That was a pretty awesome truck. I have that skin in, what game do I have that truck in? Oh, 18 Wheels of Steel, probably Pedal and Metal. Yeah, Pedal and Metal.
Turn
And that would
left.
go with a tanker. But I'm guessing if you're talking about Mad Max Tractor specifically, oh, I didn't see that I had to turn left before. Oops. you're probably talking about the new movie that I never saw. I gotta see that movie someday. Supposedly it's really good. Mad Max Fury Road, isn't it called? Supposedly that movie's pretty good. God, I am just blind, aren't I? Well, to answer your question, I have not seen. Oh, that's. I thought the tracks were on the other side. Oh, stop, bus! I need to back up. Yep, saw that coming. Am I under the gate? For some reason, I thought the tracks were over there on the other. Oh, because there's another set of tracks over there. You see? Ah, I didn't think the tracks were on both sides. Yep. It's again kind of a short train for America. Especially for how big that engine was. Let's see. Hey, there's the red bear. Island. Oh, this is Gundam music, isn't it? Yes. It is.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Where in the goddamn hell you driving?
I'm doing 28 and a 25. Calm down, Granny.
Get ready to turn right.
$4 we got a couple hours to
Right.
good. California roll.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Oh, good. I'm the only one with a stop sign, aren't I? Yep. Well, I wanted to kill some time anyway. Thought that was all of them, you see. And a whole nother set spawned in. Okay.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Oh, I thought I turned my jake brake off.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
A funny story, this third pedal, oh, not third pedal, it's technically called a foot switch. It's like a little pedal that I use for the jake brake in this game. It's key bound to the letter B on the keyboard, basically. Whenever you press it, it's a press of a B. So I've had it for a while, and a while ago now something broke with it. I don't remember exactly how it broke, but long story short, I was able to fix it, but I had to mount it to a little block of 2x4. So now the pedal sits up 2 inches off the floor. Well, an inch and a half. Dimensional
Go
lumber.
straight on. That's right.
So then it was kind of high to press with my foot. So then I I got a couple of these little boxes that I had laying around, empty boxes,
Ready to turn right.
and I duct taped them together as as like a platform to put my foot on next to the pedal, so that my foot would be at the same height of the pedal.
Turn right.
Oh, right. So I've been doing that for a while, but the problem was it was two boxes duct taped together, and I guess over the years the boxes started crushing a bit near my foot, and then there was a really annoying ridge in the middle that like cut into the bottom of my foot. So today, or yesterday, I just went down cellar. What do you mean headlight offense? It's what's wrong with my headlights? Are they on or off? Oh, they weren't on all the way. Well, guess what? It's not dark all the way. Whatever, headlight offense. So I got two pieces of.
Watch your speed.
Come on, how fast am I really going? 32 and a 30. So I got two pieces of extra 1x6 pieces of wood that they were extra scraps about this long from when we built the front steps. And I just duct taped two pieces together so that they'd be 2 inches thick. And now I got a nice platform for my foot. It's maybe just a tad higher than the other thing the box was, but I'll get used to it. I can still hit the pedal just fine. It's funny, even though now I have a nice flat surface with that piece of wood, it's like a muscle memory almost, but I can still feel that ridge of cardboard cutting into my foot, even though it's not there anymore. Oh, I was supposed to turn there, I see. Can I turn here? Paying attention to the GPS, you see. I think I can turn in here. Don't see any barrier. It's a little funny that I still like feel that ridge even though it's not there. Just gotta get used to it. What I should have done is just screwed the two pieces of wood together. I think I go in back there. Yeah. Just screwed the two pieces of wood together and taken them out to the big belt sander in the workbench out in the shop, and just smoothed out the edges because the edges were a rough cut. But I was too lazy to do that, so I just duct taped them together and covered up the edges with duct tape. It was silly on my part, but I didn't feel like going out to the shop, I guess. Magic. Is that a command that's supposed to work? Like the 8-ball? I thought I had that command. I never really completely figured out all this stream element stuff. Okay, it is working. Alright. Just wanted to make sure it worked. The bot. I need to do something with the timer for that bot. There's a timer that every once in a while puts up a message, and it hasn't done anything this whole stream, and people have been talking. So I don't know why that isn't working like it's supposed to. Okay, now where am I supposed to sweep back there? Yeah, I'm just thinking about it now. That headlight offense is really BS, because when it's not quite dark yet, look, you can't even tell if your headlights are on. I can barely tell my headlights are on now. and it's darker than when that cop gave me a ticket, so that's really annoying. Oh, look at the garbage truck. That's cool. See, SCS made a model for an older Mac like that for the garbage truck. But to have that for a semi? No, 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 no. It's a new one only. That's because they're licensing the brand names. And so the truck brand names, they're like, okay, we'll give you this license, but you can only do the newest trucks. So it's got to be, you know, the Mac Anthem or the International Lone Star, etc. Which is kind of annoying. I mean, I remember all the older SCS truck games. They didn't have the license for the brand, so, you know, Peterbilt was Pacific, for example. But you started out in a Peterbilt 351, which was awesome. And of course, you started out with the worst engine and transmission, so it was slow. But it was a neat truck. It was a nice old truck, basically. Now nothing's allowed to be old, because they got the licenses. So I'm guessing the companies like Peterbilt and International and whatnot, they're all like, well, you can use our brand name, but it has to be the new ones. You got to promote our new trucks. So, I think I would have rather. I remember when SCS first came out with American Truck Sim, they made a big point about how they were getting the licensing for the trucks. Of course, in the beginning, there was only Peterbilt or Kenworth. But I would have much rather they said screw the licensing and just made their stupid fake brand names again, and then they could make whatever hell trucks they wanted to make, like in the older games. And then a mod author would come around and just put the right kind of emblem on it and change the name of the truck, and you'd be all set. Okay. Now let's sleep through the night. Hopefully, what time? 9 p.m. in game? Let's see when we wake up. 7 a.m. Perfect. Okay. That's when we gotta sleep. Like, maybe 8. I think 8 p.m. sleep would have been fine. So 9 to 9 is 12. So you sleep for 10 hours. Oh, I thought it would be 8. Interesting. Alright, let's find ourselves a load going up to Utah. We can make it this time, I think. Yeah, it's one more state north. It was pretty far up there, but I think we can make it. Freight market first. Where are we? Cedar City. Ooh. Triples of hay. Just barely makes it. Oh, we're in Utah. I need to make it to Idaho. That's what I meant. Almost makes it to Idaho, and then we can do one more load after that. I'll keep looking, but that's very, very tempting. It's 42. An hour and a half, okay. Hopefully I can pick it up in time. Moab, Utah. No, that's over there. It's Colorado. Salt Lake City. It's an option too. Let me just check external real quick before I take that one. Ogden. I guess I don't quite have the distance to get there yet. Well, there's triple lumber to Provo. Guess that might even make a little bit more sense. I think I'll take the hay. Why not? That's not something you normally see pop up.
Time to hit the road.
Let's hope I can pick it up in time. Yes, Granny. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's got to be the newer movie then. The Mad Max. It's called Fury Road. Yeah, I do want to see that. That'd be awesome if they added something like that in the game. These guys parked. They're parked.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Why would I make a U-turn? I'm getting out of here, Granny.
Keep left. And
Okay,
then
now you
turn
figured
left.
it out.
Turn left.
On. Kind of in a rush here. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Although it'd be a little weird to drive something like that on, say, normal American paved roads like this. You know, that kind of thing would be best like out in the desert somewhere. Although there is a lot of desert territory in ATS. It's just you're normally on fancy highways. It would still be really cool.
Keep right. And then, you know it, continue straight on. Go straight on. That's right.
Why were you guys all hitting the brakes on a green light? Now it's red. Why am I tired? I guess I didn't sleep much. Yeah, I didn't.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oh, I guess we're here. We're going on a dirt road. Frenchy Road. Take me home.
Here we are, safe and sound and snug as a bug.
Please still be here. Yay. Yep, I'm just gonna leave it triples the way it is.
Now you drive safe, you hear?
Oh, I put it neutral. Oops. There they are. Well, the good news is we won't have to back up to park this one. Bad news is it's triples. I gotta remember that I'm hauling triples. I still gotta put advanced coupling on. It's kind of a peeve of mine not having that on. Oh, that's the wrong button. No reason not to have it on either because we don't have any mods. Where is it? I believe I missed it. There it is. So, yes. I'm gonna go straight here, why not? Still gonna have a tight right turn here, but actually I better not go straight. Okay. Follow the GPS. Tempted to go over this way. Get Selena. Yeah. Western Star dealer, yep. Don't have one yet, I think. And we'll discover Selena too. But whenever I say the name Selena for a town, the only thing I think of is Selena, Kansas. And the only reason why I know that name, it's not like I've ever been to Kansas or anything, but the only reason why I know that is because of a movie called Vertigo. It's a Hitchcock movie. That was kind of a pain. We can do it. But in this movie, Vertigo, I'm not going to go through the whole plot or anything, but there's a girl in it, and the main character thinks she's a different girl, and she's like, no, I'm from Selena, Kansas. And for some reason, that's always stuck with me. You know what? We're hauling triples. I can't be messing around with going to these little dealers and stuff. That's going to be hard. I'll get the Western Star one, but I don't want to go into these little dead ends. Salt Lake City. I don't want to go through all of this nonsense to get to this one. It's a bit much. Okay.
Ready to roll?
Oh, this is not a nice turn. But I'm guessing if I went straight, that wouldn't be a nice turn either. So let's try it. It's literally as wide as I could make it. I think we got her. Yeah. Why did I do that?
Keep right. And then
that was a green. I don't know why I'm having a hard time seeing these traffic lights specific. Maybe because they're yellow? I don't know. This is a fun game, Valis. I just noticed the title of the song there, Crash of Sword. It doesn't tell you that it's from the video game called Valis on the Genesis, Sega Genesis, but anyway. That's the upgrades. Hard truck, yeah. Oh right, yeah. I would get. I know what you mean. I would get the horn upgrade, and then I would, and then I'd blow the horn to make sure that the upgrades were working. Because for some reason, whenever you would log in, all of the upgrades, or yeah, I guess you call them upgrades, they wouldn't work for some reason. Like you didn't. All of a sudden, you didn't have a reinforced chassis anymore and stuff like that. That was kind of a big deal. And then you just had to go into the repair shop and turn something off and back on, and then it all worked again. I remember that now. I forgot all about that, actually. That must have been Hard Truck 2 without King of the Road. I think by the time you get to King of the Road, that bug got fixed. I don't think I had to do that in King of the Road. Because I haven't had to do that when I was streaming it. Yeah, I remember that now. I would get the extra loud horn just so that I could blow the horn and see if it works or not. It's missed. 80, okay. Floor it. See, I like having a full-size hood in front of the truck with the what you call it, the hood emblem, Peterbilt emblem up there. So then you could very easily line up with that line and know you're in lane. Are we losing a lane here? Or we're just putting barrels everywhere and knocking the speed down to 55, I think. Yeah, we're not losing a lane, okay. And road work. Speed limit gonna go back up? Yep. We're already in 12th and we only have 13 gears.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Now we're getting off anyway.
Exit right.
That's a good game, Sonic 3D Blast. It's kind of a black sheep of the Sonic franchise because it was Sonic's first attempt to go 3D, and it wasn't really like real 3D. It was like isometric. And I will say the controls are kind of wonky in that game, but it's still a good game. Especially the music. But yeah. It can be fun. It can be excruciating at times, but it's also fun. Look at that, 82 miles an hour. I made it up there. I was fully expecting that speed limit sign to go back down to 65 just because I just made it to 80. But no, we're good. I was Panic Puppet Zone. I only made it there like once. I only beat that game once. And I was too lazy to hunt down the was it Knuckles and Tails. You gotta find them on the map and have at least 50 rings so that you can do the special stages. I was too lazy to do that, so I didn't get to do the final stage, which was just another boss fight, basically. It's a really neat boss fight, though. I liked that game, but I wasn't really any good at it. Of course, I never had it back in the day. I never even had a Sega Genesis back in the day. I got into Sega stuff much later in the age of emulators. I was kind of upset that I didn't have it as a kid, because I would have really liked the Sega stuff, probably a lot more than the Nintendo stuff even.
Turn left.
But nope, all I ever had was NES back in the day. Regular Nintendo. Until one Christmas, I don't even remember when it was, but it was still a really new console. One Christmas, my dad, when he was already done in Texas, he mailed us a PlayStation 1 for Christmas. That was great. And it was just so amazing for us because me and my sister, all we had, like I said, was NES, regular Nintendo. We never had a Super Nintendo or N64 or any of that stuff. It was just NES transitioning to PlayStation 1. It's like, holy crap, we're going from 8-bit to, CD graphics. And one of the games we played so much of was there's Western Star. Good. So what's the point of that? Was Final Fantasy VIII. That's why there's so much Final Fantasy VIII music that always pops up.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Battlefield 5. Right, that's the one that you got on Amazon Prime for free, I think. Sergi. Yeah. Cool. I've never figured out the Prime gaming stuff. Like, you know how when you go on Twitch, since you have Twitch Prime, it always gives you all these different things like login for these coupons. It's usually coupons for some popular game. I usually don't play the popular games much, so I never figured that out much. I guess I figured it was just another gaming platform that I'd have to manage. I already have Epic Game Store and I don't really want anything to do with it. I just have it just so that every once in a while they give away some game, and sometimes it's something that I'm interested in. So I get it, but I never have that launcher running normally, though, the Epic one. And GOG, the GOG Galaxy, I think it's called the GOG's launcher.
Go straight on.
I don't have that one running pretty much ever. Steam is the only thing that I have up all the time. Doing 34. Come on.
Keep right.
Oh, keep right meant turn right. I see.
Keep right and then turn right.
Had another chance at least. Oh, I got the yield sign. Took me way too long to realize that. Okay. Oh, you're gonna wait for me even though I have a yield sign, huh? I guess I'm kind of in the middle in the intersection. I think he had enough room to get by, but whatever. That wasn't... For further reference, Granny, that wasn't keep right, that was turn right. Okay? I know, I should have been looking at the GPS. I was too busy looking at my speed because she was whining about me doing 34 and a 30. I try to keep my gaming pretty varied, though. Like, not play one thing too much. Even WoW, I'm kind of slowing down with playing WoW. I'm not playing it as much. But the nostalgia hit is still pretty good. And, you know, I'm getting up into the better zones now, too. Getting close to level 30 on my druid. Which is pretty neat. You don't even get a mount until level 40, which is just insane.
Go straight on.
And even when I get to level 40, I'm not going to be able to buy a mount, probably. Oh, come on, I'm not going that fast. But, mounts are expensive back in the day. Like, the regular slow speed mount is going to be like... I want to say like 20 gold. The most gold I've had on one character so far is like... I didn't put my blinker on, hold on. Most gold I've had is like... I think I just barely made it to 3 gold on my druid. And then I spent it all on training because there were a bunch of spells that I didn't learn yet. She's back down to like half a gold probably in her currency. It's because I'm bringing up all these characters, 5 characters up at the same time. If I was playing one character and bringing up that one character, I'd probably have enough money. But, you know, I gotta spread the wealth between my different characters, and then one of my lower levels characters gets to a point where he needs to do training and it's gonna cost him like a gold. And then I gotta send him money from one of the other characters, and it's like, well, now this one's broke. I just gotta do more grinding at the end of the day. It's just, it's not as fun. Maybe I'll do like some kind of grinding stream in WoW. I don't know why, nobody's gonna want to see it, but, you know. But my, my druid and my pally, especially my druid, because my druid's tanks, specking towards tank, I could go around and, probably... She's like level 27? She should be able to solo her way through dead mines, at least most of the way. And I know I was in Wailing Caverns, and the skinning there, all of the raptors and stuff, there's so much leather in the Wailing Caverns, and she's a leather worker. And I was soloing my way through that. I don't know if I could do a boss fight, though, because the first boss, Lady Anaconda, she has, like, 1 or 2 other druids next to her. So, probably wouldn't be able to kill a boss. I did kill Lord Kresh, the turtle, which is technically an optional boss because he's yellow, so you can just walk right by him, he's neutral. But I wanted to skin him. I wanted to see if I could kill him, and I did. I don't remember how tricky it might have been, but I was able to kill him. I know you guys don't care about WoW, but I figured I'd talk about it a little bit anyway. What's the speed limit? 70. I'm already in 13th. no, that's 13th. I didn't stretch out the gears enough. Now it's gonna take a while to get up to 70. See if I can drop the gear and get there a little bit faster. That was probably a loan payment. I don't know, because I don't have the F3 menu up. I really hate the default F3 menu. It's just right there and in the way of everything. And then you've got two GPSs right next to each other. It's just silly. Now we're doing 71. Okay, we still got time.
Now keep left there.
Keep left. That just means don't go right. Okay. Gotta remember I'm hauling triples. I can't do any crazy maneuvers. It's still 70. Now I could see them slowing down, worried about some traffic coming in from the right, but not where they did slow down.
Now keep left there.
I hate it when it goes concrete with the sun shining on it. You can't see the lines. All that big nonsense was probably Salt Lake City. Which means we'll be getting off soonish, I think. Can't see the lines. There's the line and I'm crossing it. Whoops, sorry. Bypass, yay. Or the GPS just hates it whenever you go into a way station. They can't figure it out.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Go straight on. That's right.
Concrete, you can't see anything.
Go straight on. That's right.
How's everybody doing? You should ask that every once in a while. For some reason, the sound alert's part of my OBS screen. It just went like dark blue instead of white. It's weird. It's very weird. Why did it do that? I glanced over there because I saw something changed. There's Danny probably calling me. Hold on a minute. Hey.
Hello. What are you doing?
1013 is that I am 10 feet away from kicking your ass 13 miles up the road. Leave me alone.
Aren't I fancy with my BRB screen? I didn't get rid of the stream starting thing, though. I have a lot more learning to do, I guess. Alright, so I was just on the phone with my neighbor. He wants me to go over there and hang out with him and stuff, which I guess makes sense. I haven't been there in a couple of days. Might mow a lawn or something, too. I don't know. I mowed mine, but maybe he wants me to do his. What else? And I guess I gotta check that patch with the washing machine stuff. So I'm gonna stop streaming now, I guess. I think I got close to 3 hours in. I started a little bit. I didn't start as early as I wanted to. So I went downstairs to see if Mom needed anything. She was making French toast, so I wanted to eat. 2.5 hours. It's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, people want to do things during the day. What a crazy idea, huh? Maybe what they say Saturday. Maybe tonight I might stream again. I'm gonna keep the wheel set up. I gotta get out of this habit of just taking the wheel down as soon as I'm done streaming, and then I don't get any work done. Because I didn't even make it up to Idaho yet. We're getting there. We're pretty close now. But I was gonna do like one more load, but he wants me to come up. I can't play. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna stop now. And put this back on and take off the BRB and stream ending. So there we go. I'm learning. Aren't I fancy? Stick around though. I'm gonna check and see if there's anybody to raid. Start the timer for whatever reason. Let's see. There's only one person streaming. Oh, Mega G. Oh, yeah, we can stream him. So, /raid. There you go. G. But yeah. That was fun while it lasted. It did feel good to get the wheel set up. I kind of wasn't in the mood of driving for a little while, but it gets like that, and then I set up the wheel and I start driving, and then it's like, man, why haven't I been doing this? I'm still thinking about that G29, but I don't know. I'll have to see. It's just money, you know? At the end of the day, I think. And really, I do like the setup I have. The only thing is I don't have an H shifter. That's really... I've been thinking about this. That's the real big problem, is I can't do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just up and down. But everything else works good and stuff. I was even thinking of getting a separate shifter and figuring out how to hook that up independently and keeping this wheel set up the way it is. But first off, I need a clutch pedal if I want to use that shifter. And second of all, I need a place where I can put the shifter. There's no room. But anyway, enough rambling. I'm not going to wait for that timer to end. That was just an arbitrary thing. But I'll see you guys around later. Bye.